What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, and if you want to catch up on the rest of the Let's Play so far, go ahead and check the description below. I'll have the whole series in order for everybody. So today, we are going to get going on the Emerald Graves, which are somewhere around here, right there. But first, we need to catch up on our war table stuff, as always, so take a look. Deal with Lord Basile Moran. We had one of our Liliana's spies bait Lord Basile into starting his rant at a recent ball. Just as he was reaching the climax of his argument, Lady Dessette entered, in full Inquisition regalia, with an entourage of our soldiers, and exposed her father's lies. She then challenged him to a duel for the Inquisition's honor. The Lord would not meet her blade, and was shunned for the rest of the event, while Lady Doucette became the star of the evening. I don't think we need to worry about Lord Basile in the future, Josephine, so he wouldn't accept an honor duel with his daughter. That would make you kind of look like a clown. An offer from the Imperial Army. Commander, a fine victory. May our enemies feel its sting. Chevalier Doucette. And I believe that was us teaming up somewhere to take down some demons and things like that. I think that's what that was. Michel de Chavannes, Celine's disgraced champion, has joined the Inquisition. He is an honorable man, but a casualty of Orlay's brutal politics and prejudices. Find him a place in the organization where he will feel at home. Michel was once a renowned chevalier. He even bested Grand Duke Gaspard in single combat. I could use an officer with that kind of experience. I think that just makes sense to have somebody so juiced in war knowledge to be advising people in war. That just makes sense to me. Well, this one's only for Josephine, so that makes this relatively simple. Inquisitor. My, how things have changed. When we first arrived at Skyhold, we would have been lucky to have the elite of Halam Shiral even acknowledge our presence. Now that we've occupied Silidin Keep and can no longer be ignored, a group of merchants and noblemen have approached me with a proposal. They say that, since the Inquisition is currently better placed to keep order in the Dales than even the Imperial throne, they would like to set up a consortium of sorts. An Inquisition ambassador at their side will, according to them, aid communication, and allow us to keep their interests safe, even as they promote ours. It is worth considering, your worship. Josephine. Allow me to send the ambassadors, and I shall begin the arrangements for this consortium.
Inquisitor.
I don't see why not. Make contact in the Emerald Graves. We have heard a little about the Emerald Graves from some of the other locations. We know the Freemen of the Dales ran here from the Exalted Plains. We've been contacted by a Fairbanks, who says he has information of value to the Inquisition. He offers a trade, the information in exchange for the Inquisition's help in eliminating a dangerous rebel, and calling themselves the Freemen of the Dales. There have been reported sightings of these rebels all over the Dales, where they have caused significant problems for Orlesian troops. Uprooting them could be a good move for us. First, let us see what Fairbanks has to say. He is hiding out somewhere in the Emerald Graves, a legendary Dalish forest. My spies report that he is well acquainted with the area and its terrain. He could prove a useful asset, if we choose to trust him, Liliana. At your word, I'll send emissaries to meet with Fairbanks, along with hidden agents to watch him. Sounds like a good bet. Keep an eye on him. You never really know, right? I mean, they've played games with us before. We scout hard and made contact with Fairbanks and his men in the Emerald Graves, and had a run-in with the rebel Freemen of the Dales. They are as violent as we've been led to believe. As for Fairbanks, Harding was unable to coax much from him. He will only share what he knows with the Herald of Andraste, it seems. Fairbanks is holding his information close to his chest. I wonder if it might relate to something bigger than just the Freemen of the Dales. If there is a chance at all, then we must learn all we can from him. Harding has set up an outpost in the Emerald Graves. Be careful, Inquisitor. The Forest of the Graves is treacherous, and home to enemies both new and ancient. Sounds exciting to me. The main thing I remember about the Emerald Graves from the last time I played this game was how many chunky fucking bears were here. I remember the bears here being a problem, so it should be fun. This is the last major area we have to do before we finish out the rest of the game, right? We'll be on to Corypheus after this, and then we'll do the DLCs and expansions post-campaign. Maybe I'll take a little break in between doing the main campaign and the DLCs.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Hope you've got your comfortable boots on. The scouts have seen a number of fade rifts all over the forest. We've located this mysterious Fairbanks. He won't share his information with anyone but you. He and his men are camped out at Watcher's Reach, on the path ahead. From what we can tell, they're refugees from the war. Peasants, mostly.
Tell me everything you know about Fairbanks.
We don't know much about him. He appeared after the Civil War started, helping people fleeing from the destruction. Fairbanks is likely not his real name.
Your powers of observation are inspiring.
Do you know anything else about the region?
They call this place the Emerald Graves. Legend says that a tree grows here for every elven knight of Halam Sharal who perished in its defense. Makes you sad, doesn't it?
What was done to the elves here was unforgivable.
Never again.
I do actually agree.
At least I hope not.
I'm not one for bleeding heart sentiments, but I do
Thank you for
agree.
the information. I'll head out.
One other thing.
They helped Andraste and
Tangled
got
with the Freemen of the Dales
genocide
before.
for their reward.
They have a presence here. Watch your back, Inquisitor.
A lot of treachery and snake shit going on the human side of all that. Let's plant some flags on some historic landmarks, shall we? After my bleeding heart speech. Knight's Guardian. Travelling through the Emerald Graves in the Dales, one will see dozens of carven stone wolves. The Dalish called these the Knight's Guardians. In the days of Elven Halam Shiral, wolf companions walked alongside Emerald Knights, never leaving the side of their chosen knight. Wolf and elf would fight together, eat together, and when the knights slept, wolves would guard them. The statues were erected in memory of their unbreakable bond. That is very cool. It reminds me of the knight from Dark Souls, whose name I am forgetting, which is a gigantic travesty because he's my favorite character. He has the Great Wolf that he has is called Sif. What the hell was his name?
This might interest you, sir.
He's like the best fight in the franchise, and I don't remember.
This may be worthwhile.
That's what I get for making videos when I just woke up. Be forgetting important lore tidbits from other games that are relevant. Right, so how big is this place? We have Watcher's Reach Refuge. Inquisition scouts have been approached by an Orlesian rebel named Fairbanks. Okay, so that's the... We'll just go right to the main quest for this place, to be honest. Right, we'll get right into it. We just read a whole bunch of stuff about Fairbanks, so it makes sense to go meet the man, I think. Let's see what this is all about. Super pretty area here, this gigantic forest. I love this place. These are freemen, I would presume. Yep. Alright, let's see if I still remember how to play my game after spending so long on Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Which, the Black Flag remake is finished now, if anybody is interested in watching a Let's Play of that game. That is completed now, so if you have any interest in the Assassin's Creed franchise, then go ahead and watch that. They clocked in at 30 episodes, I believe. 30 or 40. It's 40, I just lied to you. Definitely 40. And the immunity to poison, huh? Well, he's just taking that like a champ. Stop that. Sit down. In the words of the Hound, put that arrow down, you fucking go, and don't mind that I'm an archer too, because it doesn't count for me. Ever heard of hypocrisy? I love how his voice line there is, I might have to look into this, as if we haven't been looking into that, and the whole, like, process we've been on for hours at this point. Already dealt with them in the Exalted Plane, so although I guess you can come here first, technically. Which would be a weird order to do things in.
Fairbanks is expecting you at the camp. Watch yourself. I'd like to trust you, but we don't trust anyone these days.
Okay. Nice little ominous threat. You know, all things considered, it's not a very good position, is it? Camped down in a ravine. You put some archers up here, they would have no way to escape if they were bottlenecked down here. It's actually a terrible location. Ah. We need Veilfire, and then we need to come back up through here. I would assume, based on that, then, there is a Veilfire thingy in here. Glad I clocked that. That's Fairbanks. Before I talk to you... Where's my Veilfire? There's my Veilfire. Let's turn on the magic torch. don't suppose there's multiple of those, do you? Like there'll be one in here too. I probably shouldn't check this right now, to be honest with you, and I should probably just go get the one that I know of, and then we'll worry about that later. I actually clocked one for once instead of having to run around and look for it after the fact. We'll chat to Fairbanks when we come back down. I just want the rune first. Gotta be mastercrafted, right? There it is. What are you? Superb Linen Rune. Pick that. When you get nervous, I'm just dropping the torch. Yeah, you see what I meant about this being a terrible position, right? They could just be all the way up on those ledges, pummeling arrows down here.
It is an honor to meet the Herald of Andraste.
You're too kind.
As much as I admire you, however, I did not reach out to the Inquisition just for this. As my missive stated, we can help each other. You have encountered the Freemen. Aggressive bastards, no? They've killed a dozen of my people. We've tried to fight, but we cannot match their strength. You can. Why should you care about this, you ask? Because the Freemen are colluding with your enemy.
He's had a long time to work on his speech.
Which enemy do you mean?
The rogue Templars. I've seen them through the woods, heading for the Freemen bases, leaving with crates. Destroy the Freemen, and they'll lead you straight to the Red Templars. This I promise.
Interesting. He even cooked up a little excuse to get me on the trail. It is baseless speculation, but I'll do what I can. We came here to get an ally.
I'll look into this, Fairbanks.
All my information about the Freemen is right here, in our camp. Help us, and everything I know about the Dales, about these woods, I will share with the Inquisition.
Yeah, there's no reason for us to open hostile here.
Who are these Freemen of the Dales?
Most are deserters from the war, tired of fighting and dying for a cause in which they have no stake. But recently, the Freemen have organized, started attacking anyone and everyone. Their new leaders are driving them to take the Dales for themselves.
What is your opinion of the Civil War?
When I quarrel with my cousin, wine is spilled. Perhaps someone loses a tooth. When Celine feuds with hers, a country is torn apart. It's over now. But it will take years to recover from the damage.
So he's kind of black-pilled on the whole Orlesian throne thing.
Tell me about your people.
Simple people. Most have lost family. All have lost their homes. I found a few, helped them, found this cave for shelter. Word spread and more came. Even with the war over, some are afraid to leave. Where will they go?
I wonder if the Red Templars occupied this first, because
Be safe.
there's the Red Templar artwork thing there on the wall. We're gonna have to go up sooner or later to get whatever flag that is, so we may as well take care of that now. And then we have another quest inside there, and then I'm guessing we're cutting out this way. I think what I'll do for the Emerald Graves is take care of all the like fade rifts and stuff off camera. We'll try and keep this location a little more concise. I also gotta find the dragon that's in here too. I'm sure there is one, because I don't think we got to 10 out of 10 yet for dragons. The Watcher. I don't know who first called this place Watcher's Canyon. I know it's named for the strange hooded figure overlooking the ravine. No one knows who he is. People in these parts always refer to him as the Watcher. He must have had an elven name. Perhaps he was one of their gods. None of the elves here can tell me. I don't think they even know anymore. And this cave, Watcher's Reach. Well, he's reaching down into it, isn't he? Maybe with him guarding us, we'll survive this war. Fairbanks' journal, and that's the statue in question. I actually don't know who that would be. I have no idea lore-wise who that might be. Maybe we'll find out while we're here. I got no clue. I suppose if you wanted to know if it's an elf, you could try to peek under the hood. But it doesn't look like the obvious. That'd be one way to know for sure. I thought that was a griffin statue for a second, but I don't think it is. If it is, then this place likely belonged to the wardens at some point. A difficult announcement. I'm sorry to tell you of the lives we have lost. Gertrude, Chauvin, Devon, and Jackie were taken by Sister Costu's men while hunting. They are dead. I pray the Maker have mercy on their souls. The Freemen are preparing for something, stocking up on supplies and men. Patrols range further each day. Be careful where you go. When you forage, keep close by. To prevent more deaths, we must look out for each other. The soldiers among us have volunteered to guard and patrol Watcher's Reach, so the rest of you stay safe. With Heavy Heart, your friend and protector, Fairbanks. Though he doesn't do much of the fighting himself. Needed more elf food, so I went with him to the grove by that strange rock on the road that looks like a grumpy old woman smoking a pipe. Freemen were there. They didn't see us at first, but Greer stepped on a twig. I didn't think that happened in real life, only in stories. That damned twig. I barely got away. Didn't like having to tell Fairbanks we lost the herbalist. Shit. They're going to kill us all one by one. So I guess that's the quest. We don't get to read the one that actually finished the quest off. Alright, let's talk to... Somebody in here has a quest.
I can't believe he's making us.
What's this? A treasure map? It is a treasure map. You seem to have some thoughts on all this.
I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood to talk right now.
Why not?
I don't want to talk right now. Maybe later.
Go to the Viridian Mine for a fallen sister. Wolf Falls. Even with countless gallons of water rushing down over it for centuries, the wolf statue remains intact. Magic, perhaps? Oh, that right there. That is a curious thing. That should have long eroded. And based on who those statues are for, there might be some vanity magic involved in that for the sake of the person's vanity. Fenris definitely proved that he has a ton of that in Dragon Age Veilguard. Especially depending on the ending you get. If you don't choose to redeem him like the game wants you to, he's just full of envy and arrogant ego by the end. Red Lyrium. That's another camp. That's unfinished business. More Red Lyrium. So the quests that we actually have to work on are right here. So we cut right. I'm gonna go meet these people that he's so concerned about. And by me, I mean go fill with holes until they stop moving. Hola. Catch. So let's do this again. This looks about the right distance, right? I would say it was. We're about to be level 27 here too. I wonder if I'll hit 30 if I do every piece of content. Because I don't think I've ever hit level 30. Not a single time in the game, I don't think. So that would actually be kind of fun if I could. This place does have the game's haunted house. Every single Dragon Age has one, and this one is in Emerald Graves. Which I think the Fairbanks quest that we're currently on will eventually lead us there, I think. The statue is pointing in the direction of our quest. What is this statue? Show me the law. The guide. Historians have been unable to identify the mysterious and cloaked pointing figure in the Emerald Graves. Some believe it a representation of the elven god Falandin, known as the Friend of the Dead, or the Guide. Others believe it an elaborate elven joke, its punchline lost to time. I don't know how a giant pointing statue could be a joke unless it leads you to your death, pretty much. Then I guess maybe it would be. Kind of fun how it points directly at the Freeman enemies we need to kill, though, huh? We'll just fill that gap with bombs. This guy really doesn't want any of the smoke, huh? He's gonna sit there and watch me shit on his boys. Blackwall wanted a piece. Everybody gets a bomb. Well, that's rude. Get this archer out of the way. Don't like how he used my ability against me. Hold that for me. They really do just take it like a champ sometimes. There we go. 0 health potions used too for every encounter so far. That is what I like to see. Howdy, gentlemen. Hold these for me. We kill him with this. Here we go. Perfect. Scrolled node. You've heard how the Dalish would hang trespassers, hung them from the trees, is what they say. Would you believe you can still see them? I swear on the Maker's beard, when I saw that face in the tree, I just about pissed myself. The screaming face of a murdered bastard right in front of me. I was afraid if I stayed long, I would hear it howling. I hadn't even been drinking. Don't believe me? Go see for yourself. Brienne. Some Dalish clans are much harsher than others. If you take the Dalish origin inside Dragon Age Origins, when you run across the villagers that are in the woods, you can just execute all of them. And your keeper is not even that annoyed. The takeaway that your keeper has about that is that now you have to move rather annoyingly. It doesn't really care about the lives lost at all.
Affected at all by the fluctuations in the Fade?
Nothing unexpected, given the energies emanating from the rifts. And you, Enchanter?
The same.
Let's fill the... Oh, well, I did want to fill the gap with bombs, but somebody broke the wooden pallets. Welcome that guy in the back to the party real quick. Speaking of people who deserve a welcome package, he definitely gets one. Have another. I really don't know why all my bombs just flew off into Timbuktu. Hey, you see how they're kind of just flying away into the ceiling? Sure, what causes that? I wonder if it's Blizzard. I wonder if my companion using Blizzard as an ability is what's causing that. It's gone now, so... Well, I think we cracked the code. I think it's Blizzard. I think Blizzard, the wind and stuff, is picking up the bombs and making them fly to the ceiling. Might have to disable that ability.
It's always remarkable how some will take advantage of chaos to further their own cause.
Soul Kisser. We don't need to break any of them, but I'm still going to. Thank God there's no friendly fire on those, huh? From Sister Cousteau, Hugh, yes, I know what Duane thinks about the people in Watcher's Reach. He's wrong. The refugees think us monsters, all because of Duane and his like. If they get in the way, I suppose we must eliminate them, but we will not hunt them. We will not murder them unless they force our hand. I hope you understand. Yours faithfully, Sister Cousteau. She has a conscience, at least. As I have said, there is no reason to worry about the other Freeman cells. Since we are in the Dales, I shall invoke the heathen philosophy of Adelan, a way of the wood. Each tree is part of a greater whole. It is the same with us. We are all part of a greater plan. The Dales will be ours, that I promise, Sister Cousteau. Argon's Lodge. That villa that we just read about, or got from that quest rather, that is the haunted one, I believe.
Please, help us! The guards had a key. It's over there.
Well, I absolutely smoked the guards.
No, no! Not that way!
But this way?
No, no!
This way?
Keep going.
Okay.
You're going the wrong way.
This bitch. Just tell me where it is.
Yes, yes!
Okay.
Yes, yes!
There's the key.
You have it. Please, please open the door. I can't stand it in here another second.
No, no. I should toss this key down the wall.
Thank the Maker, thank you.
You're very welcome. Too bad the herbalist wasn't in here. Yeah, that one Freeman at least sounded like they had a little bit of a conscience though, right? Talking about, not hunting the refugees that are here. So, where are we at? That's the villa. That's the lodge. Is this the lodge? Yeah, it is. That's the lodge and that's the villa. It's been like 28 minutes. We probably have time to knock one more little location out. I'll try to get this done in 2 episodes, I guess. And then we can move on to the Arbor Wilds and all the stuff that's going to happen with Coryphaeus, as Sarah calls him. I use all these guys to warm back up on my class mechanics. Although, to be honest, at this point, the build doesn't really require much. You have to press a couple buttons every couple seconds for the inputs, that's it. I forgot that there are spellcasters in this game that one-shot me. Shit-ass ice cliffs. I love how, as I'm saying, it doesn't require much input and thought. I die, like, instantly. Perfect timing. Thank you, game. This Blackwall can take that like a champ. Oh my god. Stop it, you little shit. Did you hear? Sister Cousteau has fallen. I'm surprised it took so long. She was soft. Unfortunately, we also lost the rats we were going to send to Suladin. We have to make sure this doesn't happen again. So the one holding back the capture and murder and all that stuff died, which is why this is now a shit show, where they're actively hunting the Freemen, or the refugees, sorry. You can make this. I'm not concerned. Nice and easy. Really? I can't check that book, huh? Oh, hell no. Okay, well. Good job, Blackwall. Thanks for that. I guess he did manage to teleport me across to safety, so... Your sacrifice will be honored in the books. This looks fun. All of you can hold that. all this stuff on the ground is about to explode really loud. Yeah. Cover your ears. Oh, we're not that far away now. Yeah, that villa is right there. You can see it in the distance. It might actually be a little bit of a better idea to tackle this in its own thing. Because it is a cool little thing, and it might take too long to tackle this right now on this episode. So I might actually split this. Because we can come in through here, get all of this done, and then the next episode after that, we could probably go get this done. So this might be a 3-piece location, actually. It might be 3 episodes. But yeah, I probably will end it here, and then we'll take care of the haunted house next time. Then I'll do the rest of the in-betweens off camera, and then we'll pick up with the last part of that Freeman quest. So thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you all soon with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.